Daniel Tiger's neighborhood, a land of make-believe. Won't you ride along with me?
How did you all sort of get into writing music specifically for children's shows?
You know, we'd already been doing some ads for toys with Spin Master and stuff, so we'd been writing for the demographic already of animation, but the stuff that we were doing initially in animation was more tween. And, you know, a lot of the shows we kept on landing were younger and younger and younger. And I think we just found that we loved writing that stuff. It's a jovial way to spend a day and all of that stuff. And you know, also, we started having kids around that time too. So becoming parents and
that definitely helped.
Developing an appreciation for that whole genre too, I think was part of it.
I feel like also when we started this show, we were good songwriters and we could do this, but as far as this particular genre of children's, you know, preschool songs, we learned a lot in season 1. I think season 1 for us was like boot camp for this kind of thing. The producers and directors of this show were actually fundamental in helping us understand what they were looking for. They did a lot of research with children beforehand to come up with these hooks.
We try to produce it without talking down to kids. And I know
Absolutely.
It's hard to describe the kind of song you're probably thinking of in your head, but songs that you can tell when they're totally geared towards preschoolers. I think we're trying to up the production a little bit to make it sound like an actual song. Not like something that was written with, you know, kind of pinky planky instruments and stuff. But we're trying to make it sound like a good pop song.
I think it's easy for children's entertainers to not care because they think, you know, children don't care. They're not going to care about this. But I think what they fail to see is that children aren't dumb and that there's a lot of adults listening too. And they're really the gatekeepers of what their children watch. So I do think that the crew for Daniel Tiger cares. They care about the content that they're making. They care about the messaging. They care about the quality of the material. And I think that shows with the audience reaction to it, you know?
There are so many feelings for you to know, like being excited from head to toe.
Is there sort of like a little bit of a standard? Are you writing to animation? Are the lyrics already written? Are you writing the lyrics? Like, how does it work?
We do have a standardized process for this now. And, you know, it was something that we kind of had to build for the show because there are just so many songs being made at once, with every show having 4 songs. Usually what we do is we get that strategy, the thing that's going to be the chorus, the moral of the song, and we write them 4 different choruses with the words that have been like, child tested, essentially.
Then we hand in our, you know, strategy songs. They're called strategy songs, but they're really the lesson song of each episode. And then the imagination song, which is where Daniel's like, let's pretend or let's imagine we're on a beach. And, you know, we try to each take one song. Sometimes we have 2 songs each. And we hand them in and everyone weighs in, the Fred Rogers people, the producers, directors, and we get some notes back. At this point, it still has us singing. And then usually about 3 months, maybe 2 months later, the cast comes in and records it. And they animate to them typically, you know, a couple of months after that.
Sometimes you feel 2 feelings at the same time, and that's okay.
Why do you think music is an important way to like teach kids things? And then are there sort of like songs or ways that you think that you can teach people about what's going on now?
Having these hooks like on Daniel Tiger or music in general, when you have a message in music, it is easier for people to remember it. And so I think, you know, that's why music can be very helpful sort of in this time.
We got a chance to team up to write a song for Paw Patrol, which is just kind of like it's a hand washing song to, you know, we decided to write the chorus, the length of the time that it takes you to wash your hands thoroughly and things like that, right? So kids actually like might be motivated to do these things if they're presented in a way that's fun.
Use your words and say how you feel. Use your words and say how you feel.
Do you guys have songs from the show that get stuck in your heads?
Yeah.
For sure. I mean, I feel like that's usually a good sign. Like if you wake up the next day and it's still in your brain, or you can like think of the song and the chorus just comes right back to you. I think that's like that usually makes me feel like I'm on the right track.
Whatever song I'm working on that day is stuck in my head for that week, for like a week. And then it's gone and replaced by the next song.
I wrote a really, one of the imagination songs called Duck Car, driving in a duck car. And that one sometimes comes back at the strangest times.
Driving in a duck car.
The one song that comes back again and again and again is the from the pilot episode, I believe, the when something seems bad, turn it around and make something good.
When something seems bad, turn it around and find something good.
I think that applies to grown-ups just as much as it does to kids. I think that's just a good life philosophy, and I try to actually incorporate that into my own life. So that one's always sort of in my head. That, and I do use the Stop and Go Potty song myself as well. Because, I mean, it's effective, you know?
If you have to go potty, stop and go right away. Flushing, washing,